Thanks.
So my brothers, I have two brothers, and we decided to go backpacking as a young man. Teenagers, we'd go backpacking once or twice a year with friends and family and whatever. So as adults, we decided to spend some time together and go back to one of the lakes that we went to when we were teens. This lake is called Cougar Lake. It happens to be located somewhat close to Mount Rainier. It's in Washington State. Beautiful place. And it's about an 8 to 12 mile hike. I think it was a 12-mile hike to get to the lake, and with like 2,000 feet elevation gain. So it's not like super easy, but it's not the most difficult, I guess. But as an adult who hadn't been camping, anyways, I ramble on. But we decided to do it. It was pretty hard getting in there. But we got to the lake. The lake's super cold. And it was like one of the hardest things, because when you're a kid, you don't realize how hard it is. Or you don't, it's not as hard. And so the next day we were just all like super tired. We were going to stay for 3 days, but we decided not to. And we wanted to go eat at Miners, watch our other episode about that. Miners in Yakima. And so we decided to leave a day early.
They conditioned you for that.
Yes. We decided to leave a day early so we could go out to eat fast food. And there's this huge hike. It's like 1,000 feet straight up. And we are all super tired, super sore. And it was like all these like big jagged rocks. But if you get up there, you hook up to what is called the Pacific Crest Trail, I believe. And you come around a corner, and there Mount Rainier is, like, in all of its glory. It was like a bright sunny day. It was like the most intense thing, because in the mountains in Washington, they're real mountains, right? And so you're like, okay, here's a big hill.
What do you mean by that? Real mountains?
Well, I'm in
mountain?
the Midwest now, and people call a little hill a mountain.
Well,
most of the United States, I would wager, doesn't really know what a real mountain is until you've been to like Utah.
What would you call the Appalachians mountains, or no?
I've never actually seen them in person, so I would not.
Okay.
I'm a Northwest guy, so
we're talking about the Rockies.
Yeah, and so you're in the mountains, right? But when you come around that corner and you see Mount Rainier, it's like, holy crap!
It takes up the horizon. It's crazy.
Yes, and we were already super high up because we had just climbed this thing, and the mountain, we were only like halfway up on Mount Rainier. It just and I don't know. Anyways, and then so you forget a second that you have 12 more miles to hike, and then you keep walking, and then it's gone. And I've never gone backpacking since then. And so to this day, I'm like,
he never will again.
Oh man, I want to go back so bad. I think it would be so cool.
It's fun.
Drew has actually been there once, I think. Once or twice.
With you when we were kids. We
of course.
The 50-miler and the great stories of Miners when we finish.
Yeah. Exactly.
We talk about it the whole week. As mosquitoes ate us alive.
Do you know the craziest thing about that trail is we were like 30 miles in and 4 days into the trip, and then you see this guy just going down the trail. Yes. He's like, yeah, I started this morning about 50 miles ago.
Like in Canada or something.
Yeah. These guys would go like 30 miles in a day. Just like, yeah.
Oh, yeah. They're psycho. Yeah.
And they like just have a little fanny pack, and
That's
they would run from one rest stop, go 30 miles down the trail to another rest stop, and then camp with a bunch of random people, like in a hovel or something. Like I give them all of like. Anyways, that was a long story.
Yeah, no, it was good. It was good.
It was
That's
super
a pretty
fun.
Crazy adventure.
Yeah.
All
right, Drew.
A long time ago, in a land far, far away in South Africa, of all places, I found myself there with amongst other young men. And one day we decided we were going to go look at animals. And so we come up to this game park. In South Africa, they put animals in a game park, kind of like if you go to Yellowstone, they have like bison and bears and stuff in that area. But this place is like it feels like a mini Jurassic Park because they have big, tall, like 15 feet fences with wire. However,
Mhm.
the baboons just climb over this wire.